Galaxy Racer are still setting themselves up for this B-site Exi, and they've still got a massive amount of utility for them to work with.
KNG shoulder baiting, hoping for a shot or two. Flashbang will try and suppress them for the moment. Of course, he's got the kit in play, and one of the piece of utility that was dropped early on by his teammates. Looking on against Freddy Frog, may have seen that bomb. It's going to call for rotations. The wraparounds are coming forward. The Glock spam from Dijon just doesn't land anything. KNG can get that frag. Tabs and Relaxer moving in. TRK does fall next. KNG is so low as well. Bomb part will be covered. Fallen's going to be seen at 100 points of health. Takes that kill back on Tabs. Doubles up on Freddy Frog, but Relaxer's got the kill on his teammate. 1-on-1 now. Hearing Fallen reload. And rounds that corner for the headshot, for the pistol, for the T side.
What a big round to come out from Galaxy Racer. We saw them finding the opening man advantage. We saw Dijon getting very awkward shots trying to come through on that City side, and it's Relaxer to be able to clutch it out. The 1-on-2 on the pistol. MIBR and going in with their own force by going into round 2. Galaxy Racer starting things off on the right foot on Vertigo.
Indeed, they are. The T side expected to get things off on a good start here, so seeing Galaxy Racer do this, it's obviously a big opening opportunity. It's Fallen. Oh, good shot on Plesson as he gives up that opening kill, hunting for information, but losing to the scout player. The best weapon they have at the moment for the CT side, and Fallen is still landing kills.
There's nothing you can do against that. There is absolutely nothing. Galaxy Racer just get picked apart. The scout hitting some insane shots to come out from Fallen. And now with a 2-man advantage, things have all fallen apart from Galaxy Racer. They now need these AKs to step up massively to just try and find some advantages back.
A minute to the clock. Nades up, KNG, pixels away from being spotted by the AK. They couldn't land the frag in the end. They'll still face up, Taka below on the ground floor, taking a fight on Dijon that he does lose out. KNG going to swing, completely miss out Tabs. He's seen him now. Takes that face, takes that spray. Tabs tags 18 HP, but Spawn gets that frag back. Freddy will catch KNG in the midst of jumping in the air. And a 3-on-2, CZ of Fur, ready to deal with Dijon. Knows he's coming in from the stairs area. You can hear all those footsteps. Will he get checked? Yes, he will. And Dijon finds the frag, 2-on-2.
They've brought it right back. It's down to Fallen and TRK to try and get this bomb at least retakeable. Fallen with the scout. We've seen a couple of great shots from him so far. Flashed off the angle, not going to get blind. And a lot of aggression to come out from Freddy Frog.
Being in a TRK. Facing inland. Fallen. Up for the ace now as his teammate falls. He knows where one player is. Takes the tag shot, but unable to get the kill. Freddy is the man to close it out for the second round of the board of Galaxy Racer. But what a set of shots to open things up from Fallen, especially. You can watch them coming in right here. Giving up that first frag. It was this second shot that was all the impression. That was insane stuff.
What an absolute banger to come out from Fallen. Gets away with 3 kills in the round, but unfortunately for Galaxy Racer, it looked really awkward there because we saw KNG pressed up really aggressively, spotted out Tabs, couldn't quite connect the frag with the MP9, and from there, Galaxy Racer just brought that round back. And forced by not being successful from MIBR, so Aniko's going to come out, stacking up at the A bomb site. Trying to see if they can get this ramp control, see if they can isolate some of these T players too.
AK is ready. Cross 5 seconds to pistols. No casualties taken by Galaxy Racer. Freddy going to clean up Fallen for a bit of bonus money on the SMG. Shame the MAC-10 couldn't have gotten all the frags, but needs most. Beggars can't be choosers. 3-0 for the Galaxy Racer start. MIBR back in with the rifles. Orp in for Fallen. Passed off to KNG. He's going to be the big green gun at Fragger to start things off.
And MIBR obviously picking up KNG have sort of been running this sort of hybrid kind of setup where you've got Fallen as your main AWP and then KNG picking it up as sort of like a secondary player depending on the map and depending on the situation. And it looks like he wants to try and bring that AWP over to the ramp position to start the round off. Galaxy Racer, fast control coming out from the B stairs to start the round off. There's only a single defender at this B bomb site. That's Taco, but he does find the opener to hold on the defense.
And bomb dropped away. Nades coming through as well. They're trying to do some more damage, and it does tag Tabs, even if a little bit. Nothing major to justify any weapons being thrown about here or a pass between players. Set and ready. Nade's going forward to the back line. Taco covered off the platform. Dijon reads his angle, sees his teammate as well. Info gain on those two players of the B bomb site defense, but no real way to work in for Galaxy Racer. They're still down by a man.
They need an individual pick here. They need someone to show up. Now, Dijon has slowly walked his way into a very aggressive play through B stairs, and he needs a little bit of assistance to come out from Plesson because he's the mid player.
Fur and Fallen, two more fights to find against the T side, I should say. AK in, does see one, take him down. Taps up to the head! Taps has found 3 kills! The pass back from Fur does find his teammate in the back, low HP, Freddy Frog dealt with. And well, that could have gotten very awkward for the AK of the T side.
Oh, that really could have. We saw a massive comeback coming out from Tabs. 3 kills on the side. Even this third one, a pixel angle up towards that new connector position. Fantastic stuff coming out from Tabs. Unfortunately, not enough to bring that round back. And for MIBR, yeah, they get their first round up on the board, Jay, but I tell you what, this has been a real test for them in the early stages of Vertigo.
It has. Close down to the wire round. They have come out with the victory in this rifle by KNG with the AWP straight up and out against RACER. Takes him down to kick things off again for the CT side. But they're limited on the buy-ups here. An SMG for Fallen got to take on the 4 AKs of the Galaxy Racer camp.
This is very aggressive again from the Galaxy Racer side. We saw them getting fast control towards B stairs in that last round. Now out towards Ramp. The retake coming in to get the control. Dijon completely blind, does find the first. Oh, Plesson answers back. And the MIBR side trying to get aggressive out from Ramp are all getting picked apart. They do drop that bomb and finally find the man advantage.
The Freddy Frog responds as Fur gets caught a bit overly aggressive. They're hunting for kills, but they weren't able to acquire targets. 2 on 2. The bomb on the back of Dijon, he has at a HP disadvantage, so MIBR still working off the back of potential. AWP still on KNG. The M4 of Taco is not the ideal rifle, but it can work. M4 round the corner, got Dijon and Freddy, but Dijon still wide faces, takes him down. KNG focusing on Ramp, but knows that they're coming in from alley. Smoke starts to clear, they go up. He tries to get above it, reveals his position. They don't know exactly where he is. And he gets sprayed out by Freddy Frog. Big fall for Galaxy Racer to find, but a lot of resistance again held up on the MIBR side. The same can't be said for this next round, though. The buy is going to be real awkward.
And this is going to shock the confidence from MIBR because they tried to retake Ramp with a lot of flashbangs and a lot of utility, and they didn't really win out a lot of the fights. We saw for a moment they had a man advantage, instantly traded back, and in that 2-on-2, we saw some really great trading coming out. KNG obviously gets heard towards the back of Orange, and from there, they know exactly where he is. They both start spamming. A 4-1 start with an eco to come out from MIBR. This is a fantastic start to come out from the Swedes.
Fallen already tagged up. And facing in against Plesson. Plesson, I'll take that frag again. The pistol's trying to regress down Ramp and just take down as many rifles as possible. It didn't work out for them in their last eco round. KNG getting a bit more damage for this eco round, though. Plesson on 81. Needs to respond towards him, though, and he'll get forced back. It's very passive from GXR, though. They know that the MIBR side are aggressing. Seeing more contact out from the CT side. Plesson can't get his second kill on TRK. You just got to concede that rifle and just take the damage that has been done to the pistols.
They've opened up mid, though, with so much presence being shown on that city side from Ramp, so much attention being pulled away. It allows Freddy Frog and Tabs to start to walk in through mid and potentially just try and set themselves up for a B split. MIBR, even though they're only in a man disadvantage, look at the HP on KNG and TRK.
Oh, Deagle sees the utility coming, takes that headshot back to a 3v3. AK's tapping, Taco got an angle locked up against RACER, couldn't quite find the headshot back. The AK's facing forward, AWP trying to find an angle. TRK gets Tabs meanwhile, but now it's Taco and TRK. Last player standing as it's RACER there to close out with the AWP shot. And again, low buy for MIBR, damage done to Galaxy Racer, so they're keeping these rounds very close.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And now Fallen wants to be able to get that big green gun rather than KNG. And for Galaxy Racer, when do they decide to start to slow it down? It's been very aggressive, at least in the early round, to put a lot of pressure on the board. And for MIBR, it's about countering the aggression with aggression themselves. And play out towards the B stairs to start the round off to get some early control. And there it is, very fast to come out from Freddy Frog.
M4 watching in the back. Pleasant has already been taken out first here for the MIBR side. Tabs will get Fur and Taco will burn, try and run the position. Escapes without taking another piece of damage from the rifle spray, so nothing major coming through. Taco will still try and take base. Can't find any more players here. 4-on-4 scenario.
Good response coming out from Galaxy Racer after losing that opening fight. They want to try and boost up another player. KNG's now started getting aggressive, completely blind. Tejan just going to see him in the end to find the man advantage back in favor of Galaxy Racer. 4-on-3. They really have to commit to this B bomb side because they don't have a lot of map control over towards A.
AK boosted up, duck down. Now looking above the headshot angle. Continuing to slowly peek up. Taco has no idea this player's back here. Pacing away, sees his man, still gets taken down. And Fallen and TRK, last two standing for the MIBR side. Fallen goes next, and TRK is left to save. There is no chance back at the A side.
Oh my goodness, what a start coming out from Galaxy Racer. And one thing I didn't talk about massively in the pregame, Jay, about Tabs is the fact that he is probably one of the highest fragging in-game leaders in all of Tier 2 Counter-Strike. He is a phenomenal aimer, as well as being the caller for the team. And we saw it in that opening best of one against Endpoint, putting up, I think he was like the leading fragger in the end there from Dust 2. And we're just seeing like his raw mechanics so far of taking control of B stairs. Galaxy Racer, they're always prodding. They're always prodding, especially at B stairs. It's a boost up towards the scaffolding, or it's a boost up towards the new banger wooden position. They're always looking for an answer back in, getting very aggressive and putting so much pressure on MIBR, especially on the anchors of that B bomb site.
Terrorists win.
MIBR to consider on the buy. Speaking of buys, you can buy some sick cases at Hellcase, over 100 cases, case battles updated, contracts, and many other skin opportunities. You can use codes MultiB and MultiB15 to get yourself some free money and 15% refill bonuses. Only at our case partners at Hellcase.com. Nades up from Pleasant. Damage to Fallen already. TRK with the AK is trying to take aggressive facing, and he could get caught off guard. But this AK's got to be the thing to do the damage. If he goes down, Fallen can't do much to support him.
And they're just making sure that they're not allowing any overextensions to come out from the CT side. In saying that, though, even with the RAM control out for the CT side, it seems like they're now starting to take the B stairs. But Dejan would have heard a lot of those footsteps, so he's just backing off.
And Taco and Fur trying to regress. Fur gets taken out, doubled up on Taco. B-side's open from here. They want to rotate back, and they can do so quickly towards the bomb plant positions. Fallen gets pretty clogged down. Pleasant going to chase him up. See the AK in the back line. Dealt with on TRK. Spray goes awkward, and Pleasant gets away almost completely damageless. KNG in a 1-on-4. And as soon as he gets spotted, even if he gets the kill on one of the individuals, especially Pleasant here towards the ramp control, then the bomb's going to get picked up and rotated. But no, doesn't even get away with that. Triple for Pleasant and 7 to the board of GXR.
Okay, this is... I'm shell-shocked at the start here from Galaxy Racer. I haven't seen them play Vertigo in at least a few months. That's even a misbuy coming out from TRK. So a little bit of extra wasted money there on the Negev, I believe that is. Not the M24, no, that's the Negev, isn't it? The Man of War skin? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is.
That's about right. Our Robs knows. Our Robs knows. I mean, it doesn't cost that much these days anyway, because, you know, that's how the economy is completely wrecked here in CSGO. So, you know. Glass Cannon Orb for Fallen being part of the double orb setup. It's KNG with his orb that opens things up on Tabs down towards the mid position. Good frag to open things up. But MIBR have got an orb pixel before to open up these rounds. They haven't been able to convert them into actual sort of, you know, rounds themselves.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We've seen a few times they've found some opening AWP picks, but it's been the mid-round where they've really started to struggle, especially on the defensive of the executions. And Galaxy Racer slowly taking this ramp control. No real aggression coming out from MIBR to find that opening pick. Just trying to keep the T's at bay over at ramp. Very spread out through the map. Really a two-man mid setup coming out from both Fur and KNG. A Galaxy Racer could just set themselves up for the cross smokes at 8, put themselves into an execution basis, and just see if they can get the post plant in.
Orps in, smokes down. Ready for contact, Relaxer. Try and smoke down this cross position. AWP trying to get out of dodge, 40 seconds through the clock. Blessing spots out TRK, takes him down, continues to face further forward. KNG trying to blind fire alongside Fallen, get boosted up as well to face on the AWP of RACER. Big smoke up high, trying to cover off the AWP of the T side, but he's just scanning for contact. As it starts to clear, he realizes he's in danger and backed up to a 4-on-4. Dijon does catch KNG and take Fallen as well. The lack of Kevlar hurts the IGL, and MIBR considering a save call. They'll reface for one final shot of the retake, but realistically, this is off the table.
Recover that AWP and get out of there. They've got no money. You really need to be holding on to these two weapons. Fur and Taco, even for Galaxy Racer, they're not overextending at all. They're playing really passive in the site. Maybe they get to a point where they start to overextend to get hungry. Dijon, 3 kills in the round. Absolutely nutty. And he's even going to find a 4th. Fantastic stuff coming up from the Swedes. 8-1 against MIBR on their map pick of Vertigo, Jay.
Now, we talk a lot about map-sidedness and how that can affect things, especially down here in Tier 2. But going 8-1 on T side, with MIBR showing no signs of responding. Galaxy Racer, I mean, they are on... I'm not going to call them saying they're about to do the most ridiculous thing in the world, but they are on track to do so right here, you know?
Yeah, like, they're looking really great. They're looking exceptionally sharp at the moment, and they're just winning out so many gunfights. Taco has seen that player going up, and I think that's just what it comes down to. They're playing with so much confidence, Jay.
Okay, looking in for 2, sees Taco, but things do come through from the USPs. They're doing a decent job of suppressing the rifles and stopping them from entering to the site, but it's only going to be a matter of time. They have to get some kills on the board here. As Tabs gets Fallen, Deagle picked up by Taco, seeing what he can do. Deagle also faces into the likes of TRK. Smokes down, flashes over, Tabs faces, Blessing gets his kill. Taco able to respond, but he's dealt with just as quickly. So Fur left alone towards the A site. 9-1 for GXR.
And this is getting scary. This is getting to a point now where this is getting a little bit ridiculous for MIBR. Good shot coming out from Fur. I'm thinking just run the double AWPs again. That's probably where they found the most success. But it's just been the mid rounds that has been the biggest of struggles. Dijon so aggressive up against the Deagle. A 9th round on the board for Galaxy Racer. And I'm just thinking to myself, Jay, how many more rounds can they get on T? They'll be looking at like 12, 13. Like they've got like high expectations to even find that many rounds.
Oh boy. You did say they should run the double AWPs again. That's exactly what they're going to do. Taco ready for the first player of Dijon on the boost spot. The man goes down. And again, MIBR with the opening kill, but the number of times these opening kills has converted into rounds, I mean, there's so few. They only got 1 round so far for MIBR. I think that was only just like off the back of Galaxy Racer making some really silly mistakes. This is not guaranteed to be a good start for MIBR, even though on paper, for the most part, it should be.
Galaxy Racer have been running that position a lot with the boost over towards that railing on that B bomb site. That's where Taco finds that opening kill. It looks like TRK wants to try and get flashed into ramp for a little bit of information. One goes down, bomb gets dropped. Pleasant finds a response, but there's so much information now for MIBR.
Nade bounce back against RACER. He still lands the flick. 3-on-3, and Pleasant facing for a bit more. Fur aggressing via alley. KNG is back behind the sandbags. Catches Tabs in the back as they start a rotation away. Now slowly making their way back towards the B bomb site. They've only got Taco to deal with. Way back passive in the CT spawn. They can cross. Just going to flash him out appropriately, get the bomb plant down to position. They now know the rotation is going to be coming in full force here. The AWP is so passive, actually, so he's got to go towards the bomb site. Cross, and RACER goes down. So Pleasant left alone. 1-on-3. Aggressive fight from Fur goes well as MIBR do take their second of the CT board.
Much better there from MIBR, holding on to the man advantage for the majority of that round there. They found the opening pick onto Taco. They start to retake that ramp control. And Galaxy Racer just can't win out a lot of those trade frags, and especially with the fact after they've taken the ramp control, they realize the fact it has to be a rotation over to B. Taco, rather than just fighting into the site and giving up a 1-on-2, he decides to fall back, play really passive, wait for the rotations to come in. A second round on the board for MIBR, but they need to be able to follow up, Jay.
RACER catching Fallen with Dijon's flash assist, and look how quickly Free makes his way towards the boost spot and transfers that spray from an awkward crosshair placement as well. City comes up with a kill, a 5-on-3, and they're baiting information on the play here towards Ali. Plessing and a reface against TRK, the smoke clears. The Molotov won't allow him to push, but he continues to make his way up. RACER finally falls for a trade, comes through for the CT camp, and Fer getting caught off guard by Tabs, gets that trade together. Oh, it falls apart on the defensive. Still damage coming through for TRK. There's just no way in for MIBR.
There really isn't. Taco seems like he's reading the position of Dijon to try and at least make this round expensive, but there's no way he can retake. That's just chaos. There is all I heard was spam. Like, that entire round, you couldn't hear footstep, you couldn't hear anything. It was just AK spamming everywhere. And for Galaxy Racer, you get RACER opening up with a massive AWP kill. They check the boost immediately on Freddy Frog. They get that 5-on-3, and they're like, right, we're just spamming this metal railing. We're hitting it. We're absolutely, that new panel, they're all trying to spam it. They do so much damage, trying to work on the edge of the smokes, and even trying to hunt down Taco. This is going to be a 10th on the board for Galaxy Racer, and if they can drop this AWP, this would mean so much. Oh, don't do it to him. Oh. Please don't do it to him.
Oh, he's got it! He's got it as well! No!
He's done it.
No!
He's done it.
Oh! That's tilting.
It is. Even I'm tilted.
It's probably pixels away from being spotted by the AWP as well, was the worst part. Oh. I don't mean to call it early, Dwayne, but I feel like I have vastly underestimated MIBR's chances in this series. 3 players set towards the B site contact, flashes in, Deagle's dealt with, Freddy with 1 frag. Taco turns around for 1 good kill to return, but they'll quickly rotate back to the A site where they realize there's probably a lot less presence.
Yeah, realizing the fact that there was a lot of aggression there, but Tabs has been able to open up mid and take down the B rotations coming into A. KNG and TRK are the last ones left, and they can't catch a break. They took control of the B stairs, but then Tabs just comes out of nowhere. KNG is very, very aggressive. The timing, no scope to come through, but they know exactly where KNG is.
Tabs against TRK meanwhile, so now they know the A site's open, so they're going to just go for the bomb plant. Go for the round, 11-2 for Galaxy Racer. KNG grabs that AK that was dropped early on, so at least they get away with that much here on this eco round. That makes a lot of sense. But they got to get rounds on the board, man. Like, they got to get... I mean, at least 11-4 is workable, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that much you can at least work with on T, especially going into T side of Vertigo, you know? Like, that's something that you know, MIBR can recover from. But if they lose potentially 13-2, which is very possible, by the way, like, there should be no chance. Like, there just should be no chances at all.
Yeah, look, you're even getting into a moment where there probably isn't even a chance now. Galaxy Racer have looked impeccable. I really have not been able to fault them too much on this T side. Their timings are fantastic. Their raw aim is incredible. The confidence they've got, the aggression, you know, everything's ticking the boxes of playing the T side of Vertigo. You look at Dijon, for example, he's, 15 kills and 5 deaths. You've got 15 up for your in-game leader of Tabs. RACER's been hitting some really great AWP shots. Yeah, he's only on 7 kills. Then you've got Plesson that's winning out, great gunfights. Everyone is just holding their weight massively for Galaxy Racer.
Damage already done to KNG into this contact position. Over on the mid control, Tab's going to continue facing. Doesn't get the headshot angle, realizes that KNG could be there. RACER with the AWP is going to face instead. Get taken out, KNG trying to rotate a position. Gets given a second 1v1. No flashes around that corner there for Galaxy Racer. Again, some silly peeks in from the T side.
Yeah, we haven't really seen many mistakes like that, but that's a big one. Just wide swinging there on tabs. Dijon is reading the angle onto first. They are bringing it back. Taco needs to play really passive on the side. He can't afford to give them another advantage.
Sees Dijon, takes him out in the back line. Freddy Frog try and work off this position alone. And KNG will drop that bomb. And Plesson will be left alone. For a third round standing for MIBR, they have all the control that they need to win out round 14, go to the 15th. But of course, the T side have a decent buy-in, so Plesson in his best case out here is just to force forward and try and take as many rifles out of their hands. If they can get 2 players to drop, that'll force the buyback of the MIBR here. Taco is close to falling, eventually goes down to the spray. Oh, Plesson! All right then. Flashes continue. He can make his way up to the B site. No one's there to defend it. The backstabs have come through. He can pick up the bomb and just get it planted here.
Yeah, but does he realize the fact that B bomb site's undefended? They're going to be hot on his tails behind him from falling. Plesson faking out the bomb plant, not looking to his right. Surely he's got the info now. Fallen's going to hit the shot. And that was really awkward coming out from Plesson because he had no idea that the backstab had already come through. A great attempt in at least trying to make that clutch possible. A 1-on-4 going down into a 1-on-2, but it starts off from KNG. The fact that he's able to get that first kill, Tabs just wide swinging out, no flashbang to support, and giving up an easy advantage for KNG.
But again, remember what I was saying, 2 picks to limit the money line here, to limit the buy, because, you know, there's not a lot of cash in reserve for MIBR. They can still get a double orb set up in with the AK save, so it seems like they'll be fine in this one. Still limited utility, however, for this T-side camp. They'll make the best of it, though. Freddy Frog damaged up. First, going to make his way downstairs. Dijon's got his head on a swivel, especially looking to the back line. All 5 have committed here. AK ready for third, takes that fight and wins it out. KNG also getting tagged particularly low here towards the sandbag space. 2 more players facing. TRK can take that back to 4-on-4. KNG transfers his spray through the wall, gets Freddy next, and 2 left standing for GXR.
Oh, what a response to come out from MIBR as soon as they lose Fur. The wide swings coming out from Ramp were fantastic. So much damage being done. And now it is a 2-man disadvantage coming out. But Fallen crosses through the side and Relax is able to find an easy kill.
We've got a player at Ali to worry about here. Does Dijon read this? His entries have been fantastic so far here on the A side. He faces and gets the kill. KNG is so low as well. Re-smokes down towards Cross and the Orb tries to face forward. The Malta will drive him away. They got to get that bomb to Cross back though. There's a big gap for the Orb to work with and Relaxer knows it. Flashes in, blinds him off. Orb of Taco trying to land the wallbang shots. He does tag Relaxer and KNG takes the frag. Dijon left alone. 2 Orbs to deal with. Catches that man, edge of the smoke, takes the fight against Taco and wins another 4K for this man. 20 kills in 1 half and a 12-3 half for Galaxy RACER.
That is hands down probably one of the best performances I've seen from Dijon in at least this year. Like, that was unbelievable. 20 kills and 6 deaths, Jay. And no, it's not against any kind of tier 2 team. It's against MIBR on their map pick. To be able to have a performance like that, unbelievable. The fact that they even brought back a 2-on-4. Unbelievable scenes from Galaxy RACER. It really is. Oh, hello. That's changed.
Oh. Favor of MIBR, the start of the map, and now well and truly against them, thanks to that clutch. And thanks to, of course, the rest of the half going well for GXR. Every right to accept those odds, but MIBR, now's their chance to strike back. Now here on T side, the favored half of Vertigo. Smokes down, P2K spamming for Dijon, hoping to get even more picks on his board. He's one of the Kevlar players. The utility's on Tabs and Relaxer with Tabs on the kit. Then MIBR slowly making their way up the ramp control.
No lurk to come out from MIBR. This looks to be a full commitment to this A bomb site. Molotoving out the sandbags. They won't see any information. And for Galaxy RACER, there's only 2 defenders here at A, but 2 are slowly rotating in.
Got Pleasant up high, seeing where first coming in from. Molotov driving back to the back lines of the site, still blind firing through the smokes, hoping to catch players off. Aggression will come through from Fur, doing damage towards Pleasant, but nades up takes Fur down. Fallen gets away with the bomb towards Ali for the moment. 40 points of health. He's the low HP player in this 5-on-4 retake. Favor to Galaxy Racer as well. USP sees his head, can't quite take him down. Freddy Frog will peek in from the right-hand side alongside Dijon there, and Dijon gets that kill. KNG in the back, looking for angles. Forced away back to the alley, passive TRK and Taco seen. Taco gets Pleasant down, Dijon gets the frag back on KNG, Relaxer gets TRK and Taco all that remains. Got so many players to face, they can sit the defuse from here. He gets down that one headshot, but that's as far as it goes. Galaxy Racer with an all-important pistol win.
And I'll tell you what I love there from Galaxy Racer too, is they have that man advantage. They find the opening kill, but they're not looking to push through the smokes like they did on that T side. They were very aggressive. They slowed it right down. They made MIBR feel very comfortable and exploit them for it. We saw great crossfires being set. They've got a smoke and a flashbang to work with on that retake. The nades coming down to obviously deny that bomb plant to find the opening kill. Now, the bomb plan is going to allow a force bar to come out from MIBR, but look at the aggression out from mid from Galaxy Racer.
KNG doubling up. Okay, AK force back does allow at least a chance for MIBR.
How's that happened?
Well, it's dealt with. Fallen does catch Pleasant in the back line. Dijon and Relaxer, last two players left for Galaxy Racer. And MIBR have at least been able to force the issue. There's a ton of HP damage done towards them, so on paper, this SMG and FAMAS could do some damage, but they've got to get the frags up against them though. Taco facing first, doing damage towards Fur next. Does Relaxer even bother for this? Does he go for the retake? Does he try and go 1v4? I mean, again, the HP numbers say that it's possible.
Bit of an overextension there coming out from Galaxy Race. They got very aggressive out through mid. KNG does so much work in the round, finding 3 kills in the end there. Crosshair placement, fantastic for the T side. And yeah, look, a lot of damage was done to the MIBR camp, but not converting on a lot of those kills means that they're going to be able to find their 4th. But there is going to be a return on the force buy from the Swedes. A scout out for Dijon should be Deagles and 5.7s, whatever they want to work with. MIBR, this is really their chance to start to claw back in. It is a 9-round deficit going in to round 19. And look at the pressure again coming out from mid. This time it's Fallen to clean up.
Ends up with 4 frags. KNG with the final of Dijon. Force buy gets cleaned up for Galaxy Racer. The pistol not converting into the map point that we would expect. And once again, just rifles cleaning house, easy peasy. MIBR forcing forward into this mid control, and both rounds Galaxy Racer challenged them directly head on. They did fall for it. Overextensions galore can be forgiven in the force buy, and certainly the eco round with 5 stacks to come through towards that mid control. But when the rifles come out, they've got to go back to standard defensive, and they have to work off that.
Now, Fallen's got to try and escape here. Realizes the fact that he's going to get rushed from the mid players. Just escaping, asking for a little bit more assistance. Ooh, the enemy pig goes down, so good start coming out from Dijon.
Okay, ready. Freddy and Pleasant. Sprayed up, Freddy goes down, Pleasant eventually goes forward into the hands of Taco. And he is low, so USB could take him out here. Taps up from KNG, forced a reload, and Taco's just falling so low, but no more kills outside of Fallen will go the way of the CT cap. And yes, this will be a 6 for the T-side line.
Okay. Now, if we want to try and draw a couple of parallels, at least from that best of 1, we did see MIBR going down against Pact, getting 4 rounds on CT, but 10 on that T side. So that's where they started. That's where they look their strongest. It just comes off the basis whether they can allow a comeback at this caliber to come through. A Galaxy Racer buying up after the eco in that last round. M4 was out for everyone. A FAMAS up for Pleasant. No kits and a bit of a lack of utility for the CT side. MIBR just hoping that they can continue this momentum, Jay. Continue to put rounds up on the board.
And WP Fallen sees one, misses his shot, trying to land the second opportunity against Dijon, but Flashbang in against Fur now, going to allow him to start peeking in. Flashes to return back to CT, he's going to aggress Fall and catches one on the back tab, trades in. Fur gets his 2 CTs though, as again, Galaxy Racer get caught getting heavily aggressive. How many rounds do these guys need to lose in the early game before they realize that, yeah, probably time to go passive in these rounds?
Yeah, look, the thing is, though, is that as soon as they go passive, they lose their edge. They lose the edge of the style of play that they sort of bring to the table, the very aggressive play style. So if they start to go passive, that's where the pressure then starts to go on the back of them. Now, they're taking a bit of a tactical pause. They can have a chat with, I believe it's Krills as their coach. Coached Epsilon, Red Reserve, Yapaleno, Gamer Legion. So a big name in the Swedish scene. Having a bit of a chat with him and maybe just come up with a few ideas on how they want to try and deal with MIBR going into the second half. Whether they do want to continue aggression, whether they want to at least have one round where they play passive, maybe try and see if they can run the double AWPs on a Freddy Frog and Relaxer. That's something that we certainly saw against Endpoint on that opening best of one.
Here on this map up, Galaxy Racer. Got the pistols out for the eco round. MIBR just focusing on keeping control. The grind continues right back to evening up the 13 rounds they have on the CT camp. Stack up from the majority of pistols here towards the A site. 2 out towards B. They're going to start pushing from Freddy Frog's part. Pleasant. Relaxer here with the Zeus ready against KNG. It's going to be another cheeky kill. Yes, it absolutely is. Rifle can get picked up. Now they have something to work with here on CT side.
Oh, he's getting spammed, though, trying to get back into the site. Unfortunately, doesn't have any armor. Wide strings coming out from the alley position, and MIBR pretty much opened up the site now. And Freddy Frog, Dijon, and Pleasant getting quickly to the rotation positions to defend A. But for MIBR, it should be quite easy for them to get a bomb plan and win out this round. Hang on. What?
Whoa, no. MIBR, not like this. 3 on 2. Deagle's down. Freddy gonna get smoked up and Fallen trying to fake the bomb plant, trying to force Pleasant and Dijon to face forward. They're gonna wait for flashbangs in. AK evades it, sprays through. Dijon and Pleasant do go down. Freddy still got the Deagle in play though, and Fallen sprays through the wall. Okay. They recover that, but it did look dangerous for a moment.
It did, and to think that that was against an eco, that's a lot of confidence coming out from the Galaxy Racer side. Great Zeus to come out. Freddy Frog hit some fantastic shots with that Deagle. The fake bomb plan did kind of draw their attention out to the open of retaking. And there it is, double orbs. This time around, though, it's actually Pleasant to pick up that secondary AWP. Oop. Didn't see that.
Look at the AK here, straight up. Dijon and Fur trading places. Relax allowed to get that pick because Fur did not see him. Blinded by the flashbang, the kill comes through. And KNG and TRK ready to face up next. Heavy aggression from MIBR still. Relaxer lands his AWP kills. 2K to his name. And a 5-on-3 scenario to the CT side.
Oh, they're going to boost up too. Does the T side expect this from Tabs? Got so much information. Fallen. Looked like he was pre-aiming the position. Oh, but no, even Tabs is going to find another kill for this CT side. No response coming in from MIBR. And this looks to be the turning point now.
They don't even have any damage done to the CT forces. Taco facing in. Tabs takes him down with a headshot and still no damage has been done. KNG as the bomb on his back. Found his way into the mid position, but you can see Pleasant is watching that with his AWP. Rennie and raring to receive with his big green gun. KNG. Do something from here, but no.
Wow.
The perfect round from Galaxy Racer to get to 14. MIBR still have a buyback. They got some confident rounds in and some money to work with. But even so, they have not got the round buffer.
Not a single lick of damage was done, even in the end there. That is just astonishing of how those kills came in through Galaxy Racer. It started off with the Relaxer AWP from Sandbags getting a couple of kills. Tabs gets boosted up, and from there it just all falls apart from MIBR. 14-8. Galaxy Racer only need 2 more rounds to clinch this first map of the series. Pressure back on the MIBR camp to allow this comeback to come through.
Nades up. AK going to get boosted here for Taco. Going to try see if he can look for a kill hit on the wood position. Does Freddy read it? Yes, he does!
Oh!
It just gets better and better for Galaxy Racer, doesn't it?
Just straight spam. They didn't even have any info on that. Freddy's like, yeah, I'm just going to wallbang. Perfect timing. Now, the T's have taken the ramp control, and it's a very heavy B setup to come out from Galaxy Racer, meaning the fact that there's only Dijon at this A bomb site. They'll have to bring in the rotations pretty quickly.
Bad timing as well for MIBR because Galaxy Racer have never gone for those spams, and MIBR have never gone for those boosts. So it was the perfect storm for that kill to come through for Freddy. 35 seconds, and Dijon is the only player holding the A side. They suspect it might be an A play as they have got close rotation positions. The LWP are pressing on putting Incendiary down to the site, try and hold them off here. With time ticking away, if they can catch them, nade stacks could be very valuable. The Molotovs continue to come through. Fur finds the one corner where he can plant towards. Takes a minimal amount of damage. KNG pushes forward, gets Dijon to fall. 4 on 4. Orp in the back line, can't quite find the T side. And Galaxy Racer, they know that KNG is getting aggressive, so Freddy falls, but Tabs trades back their aggressing man. So 3 on 3. And Fur getting real dangerously close towards the edge of the building here, playing on the bomb plant position. Facing away from any flashbangs, supposed to come up and over on towards site. Tabs takes out TRK. Got the AWP close and further catches that one frag. Sees Relaxer, sprays through the back. Can't quite get that frag, so the Elp can trade it back of his own way. Bombs to that in the open and falling gets the frag back. Relaxer tapping that bomb once he's out of time. Won't be able to get the kill. And Fallen will be able to keep MIBR alive here.
And for Galaxy Racer, it seemed like they were in a little bit of two minds there, Jade. We saw a moment that when they brought that 3 on 3 back after KNG got aggressive, they actually looked like they were starting to back off and not retake the bomb site. And a little bit of second guessing, a bit of hesitation meant that that timer just ran so low. We saw some really good trades coming out, but the time was just not in their favor there in the end for the one-on-one relaxer. And MIBR, they are slowly bringing this back. It's now a deficit of just 5 rounds.
Or a Plexen here, close, AK spray from first, still Plexen gets a kill on the way out of the exit. Freddy's here with the bomb planter, takes out one, going to try and suppress against KNG. TRK will spray him in the back, so now it's all left to the main CT forces for the retake. Damage has been done to KNG and Taco, not in a massive amount. The nade up should turn the tide back to their favor as it lands perfectly right next to KNG.
A great rush coming out from MIBR. This might be the save attempt coming out from Galaxy Racer. It is. Backing off, not going for the retake, and MIBR just run up through mid. Both the B defenders of Freddy Frog and Plesson have a really tough time being able to deal with it. And Galaxy Racer go, right, we're just going to save 3 weapons in. We'll be able to force the investment onto Freddy Frog and Plesson. We'll drop some weapons for them in the following round. And it certainly seems like on Vertigo so far, Jay, we've seen a lot of aggression come out from both T sides. Oh, what a shot from KNG.
One too bad. Bit of an overextension there from the rifle player, but money is going to look a bit awkward here for Galaxy Racer. I don't know if the drops are really 100% possible for the Relaxer and Dijon. I have to think about this, and maybe better to go for a half buy and go for rifles in the next one. And yeah, the CTs are going to take that moment to think about this. 14-10, they're still in the lead by 4 rounds, but this was by comparison to a 9-round lead from the turn of the half. So MIBR here on their T side, they've definitely brought this back.
No, they absolutely have, and I don't like that play at all from Tabs. Like, if they hold on to 3 M4s, then they force the issue and drop a couple of M4s going forward. But now the fact there's only 2 players surviving, it means that Dijon and Relaxer can drop a couple of M4s, but someone's going to have to buy themselves if they want to force. It even felt like, especially with knowing how many rounds MIBR have been able to put up on the T side, their economy being so strong, that even for Tabs, even if he got a couple of kills and saved onto that M4, he wouldn't have done a massive amount of damage in terms of the economy for MIBR. And it looks like they've taken this tactical to realize the fact, no, we don't want to force, we'll save into the 2 weapons and just upgrade it a little bit behind it.
The smoke's down early from the CT camp, going to try and force some utility or some information away from MIBR. First made his way all the way up towards sandbags over on the ramp control. There's only 1 player defending this site, though. That's Dijon. back passive on the main default boxes. Rotations from tabs will definitely be heard here by the players down bottom of ramp. Going to push forward towards this position. Knowing that MIBR have gone here several times, but the Molotovs, both of them coming in towards this A site, should indicate the ramp play.
It could be a bit of a gamble to come out from the Galaxy Racer side towards A, bringing third player over. Ramp control found from MIBR. And KNG to open up. The AWP is going to find a response for Relaxer.
Anything else? The tab's ready. Relaxer fencing in against Fallen, and Fallen can take that frag. So need utility to support it, and sadly there was none there for tabs. They're going to try face in. Flashbang does come through, but he doesn't land the kill. Freddy lands the kill instead. Chasing down Fallen and getting that kill back. So 3 players down for the T's. MIBR have lost a lot of investment. Fusion with the M4 couldn't catch KNG in the back, but that would have been a clutch opportunity set up for him if he had landed that frag. In the end, though, 3 players to fall. Again, trying to limit the money as much as possible for MIBR. The Galaxy Racer on an eco round for all intents and purposes. That's not a bad takeaway.
It's decent. It's better self-confidence from them. We saw a couple of great duels coming out, you know, making that round very close. But it's all about the gun round. 14-11. MIBR really clawing the rounds back in the second half after a poor showing on their CT side. The double AWPs coming out for tabs and Relaxer. Fast ramp control once again to come out from MIBR. No contention from the CT side. Very passive at A.
AWP. Fallen. Trying to look onto the ramp contact, but again, Galaxy Racer have gone hyper passive here on this CT defensive setup. Dijon out towards Ali. And the AWP of Relaxer set towards the orange boxes. And MIBR putting utility out here, but they're not going to commit to this one. The bomb's all the way back over in the bottom mid area, so on paper, this does look like it might actually end up being a B hit.
It looks that way, and I tell you what, Galaxy Racer actually set up pretty well for this. They've got 2 players established around Crossfire at B, with the third one rotating in from tabs out of mid, and he finds an open onto KNG, but he's actually going to A rather than B.
Freddy sees several, sprays through, doing damage. The AWP should catch him, and indeed it does. Second player also seen, but now they've also got info on the bomb. Pleasant presses forward. He's got no backup behind him, though. If he gets a kill out of this, then this would be massive for this CT camp. He doesn't extend much further than the main entrance. Meanwhile, Furs walked in to the A bomb site. They've got Relaxer with the AWP there on the defense. If they think it's clear, he'll scope in, and he'll try and confirm it back. No, it thinks the site is safe. It's definitely not! He still gets the kill on Fur, and that throws a spanner in the works. 16 seconds does not land the shot, but Molotov's the site. Gonna stall for as much time as possible. TRK comes up, Fallen burns a bit. Dijon knows that he's there in the open. He goes down so low. Can they get the tag? No, they can't. Op shot doesn't connect either. And a matter of seconds just secures the bomb plant for MIBR.
Oh, that was down to the wire. They could have denied it there, but now it's all started to turn about, and it's tabs in a 1-on-3. Fallen was so low on 11 points of health at the time, incredibly low. They've seen the back of him, but tabs can't find the kill, and this looks to be another round up for MIBR. Relaxer did so much work on the side, but he needed to find that second kill, Jay.
The fact he even didn't get caught off guard by the player on site is just impressive as it stands. But man, it sucks for Galaxy Racer, that's not enough. MIBR heavy on T side, bringing this one back from the brink. Tacticals coming through from Galaxy Racer. I believe they're second so far in this map up. Got to really think about things because they are starting to lose serious control. That big lead, that big buffer they had, it's all gone away now.
Yeah, it really has. And you just got to think there that MIBR had such a great rotation. You know, they sold so much of that B fake that it pulled so many players away from A. The fact that Fur was able to walk up, yeah, he gets taken down by just an insane shot from Relaxer. And Relaxer just tries to hold for as long as he can, pulls those rotations in. A single bullet needed to connect onto Fallen, and they would have won that round, denied that bomb from going down, but it just doesn't happen. A little bit of luck goes the way of MIBR in the end there. And they are really bringing this back. A round deficit of 2 up against an eco.
14-12. Smokes up, AK of Fer getting hyper-aggressive. Taco's already taken out Freddy here on this eco. Fer gets tapped next. This is looking much better for MIBR, but Dijon still catches a kill back. KNG dealing with Relaxer, further flashes in and over, but nades on towards this man, so he should be able to get taken out pretty easy. Indeed he does. Plessen, all that remains. Deagle in the back line. Might catch KNG getting overly aggressive, not checking the corner. Oh no, really? My man. I mean, it's money, but it's no round, it's no saved AK. It is the second life that MIBR have suffered so far in this game though.
I can buy a secondary AWP now, so that actually works out quite nicely. If Plessen wants to go for it, of course. Galaxy Racer, now they gave themselves such an advantage going in to that second half with a fantastic 12-3 half, winning out Pistol and going 13-3 up. But it started to fall apart, and you've got to think there needs to be a response. Now, oh, the tag shot coming out from Plessen.
The nade will finish off the job as well. TRK and Taco face further forward. Plessen suppressed towards site. Nades come through, actually burns TRK alive. And backup's rotating as Freddy Frog gets fallen. Drops that bomb in the open. Both of the remaining T-side forces are held towards mid. Plessen will give his head up, but Dijon gets the trade. And Taco is all that remains. Up towards the top of mid area, looking towards CT, but Dijon gets that frag. And Galaxy Racer finally will get to map points.
Huge round, absolutely massive. The fact that the tag comes in from the AWP getting aggressive, the nade finishes it off, how much utility comes out from mid when they hear those footsteps. It's nades, it's incendiaries, they all come down to do a mass amount of damage. Great swings on that CT side, and Galaxy Racer can at least secure overtime at the least. But they're looking for a victory, Jay. They're looking to win out this map. Oh, the
nades on Fur, Fall, and TRK. They're tagged up so low. The Orb of Plessen does not land his first kill, though. Fur can take out Tab, start things off right. Plessen scoped in as Freddy Frog falls next. And MIBR just straight rush the bomb site. Do get themselves overwhelmed 5-on-3. Galaxy Racer may be considering a safe call. And yeah, Plessen is getting out of dodge.
Another rush to come out from MIBR, and they're going hunting. They realize it is so vital to take these weapons out of play. KNG deals with Dijon, and it's down to the double orbs. It's down to Relaxer and Plessen to try and hold on to this. A good shot comes out from Relaxer, but they need to deal with a lot more from the T side, especially with Fur round in the corner. Relaxer trying to hold on to the orb. Great shot onto Fur, but they're still coming, and they're still hunting.
Back up to the scaffolding, got players all around him. Scope sees another man, gets an exit frag. And one more coming through potentially. Not quite landing against Fall, and the nades up though, and Smoke to buy some cover. Grab the AK instead. Held towards this corner. AK's facing forward, he gets Fall, and Taco takes him down. The losses from the T side are acceptable. They've got a buy here in round 30. Galaxy Racer do not. And MIBR are on for overtime here.
Oh, both teams have just really struggled on their own CT sides. We're probably looking at OT. You look at the buy to come out from Galaxy Racer, and it's looking a rough one. And you know what? Weirdly, the MP9s actually might work out decently if it's another rush to come out from MIBR, because they've been very aggressive these last few rounds.
And speaking of aggression, Plessen will get downstairs to try to get some aggression straight in. Nade up against Taco, does not take the opening kill. And MIBR playing initially up to their positions aggressively, but they do fall back into common default positions, slowly facing up towards ramp. Fur is next in. Dijon heard the jump face. Down the corner, utility is out. The first frag just about gets lined up. Damage done continues to come through against the T side, and that's 2 frags found untraded by Galaxy Racer.
This has got to be it. This has got to be the round. This is a gamble stack at the A bomb site. They've pushed Plessen so aggressive over at B stairs, and he sees absolutely nothing, Jay.
They haven't mollied off the sandbags. Relaxer. Dijon getting dealt with by Fallen. KNG falls next. And Relaxer still facing up against Taco. Does he realize there's a player there at the sandbags area? Even then, the low HP is still going to cost him here. AK continuing its way through. Relaxer gets Taco. Fallen, last man standing. And Galaxy Racer have done it. 16-14 on MIBR's map pick for the second time today. They lose Vertigo, and they lose their map pick in this series, Dweg.
And honestly, look, I give so much credit up to the Galaxy Racer side. It is tough when you are struggling in a second half and you're allowing a comeback to come through. The fact that they were able to just close it out in the end it's huge. It is absolutely massive for this Galaxy Racer side as an organization. They haven't won the series, but to be able to take a map against MIBR on their map pick, it is huge. It is absolutely massive for the Swedes.
And consider this, right? The next map is Overpass, okay? It's a map that MIBR have played against North American teams and have consistently lost it. The only result they've taken in the last 3 months was a 31-28 overtime against Triumph. And this is the best map in the pool for Galaxy Racer. Like, you couldn't get away with a better map pick and a map situation as you have just done right now.
Yeah, look, they're in a great position. They really are. They're looking to try and 2-0 this after taking their opponent's map pick. That's huge coming out from Galaxy Racer, and it just came off the back. They gave themselves enough room. A 12-3 half to win Pistol. Yeah, look, that CT side towards the end looked a little bit rough, but they got the closing result, and no matter how close it is, it's a map victory.
And that's all that matters in the best of 3 context. Galaxy Racer taking MIBR's map pick now over to Overpass. They could be on to 2-0. The Brazilian veterans do not go anywhere. Galaxy Racer may be about to post another upset in their board after this. Welcome back to Malta Vibes here in our elimination match. Shut up. Galaxy Racer taking the first map of this series. Vertigo going their way. It was MIBR's map pick. And to say that they lost control of that, Dwayne, is to say the least there, man. Like, they should have... By all accounts, I said MIBR were going to take the first map comfortably. It's the next two that should be the difficulty. The fact that they lost their first map of the series is manic concerning here for MIBR.
Yeah, look, it really is. And, you know, we addressed the concerns in the pregame about the fact that they've been struggling against the Tier 2 teams. The fact that they lose their opening map pick is certainly going to be a struggle to kind of bring this back, because now, Jay, it is going into Overpass. And for the Swedes, you know, for the core of Freddy Frog, Relaxer, and Pleasant, these guys have been together for so long. And Overpass has always been just a strong map for the core of these guys. The fact that you look at the results in comparison in the last 3 months, and there is just so many more positives for this Swedish side going into Overpass.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like, I was never expecting the Galaxy Racer would be able to take a 2-0 above MIBR, but with the fact that this is their map that they're going to play them against, and the fact that obviously MIBR lost that first map by just, you know, especially in that first half by such a margin, I just don't think that it's going to be a pretty time for the Brazilian team. You know, I just don't think that they can do it. I genuinely believe that this would not be the kind of match that they lose. You know, I mean, a best of one. Okay, it's a best of one. You know, maybe if they took on Endpoint and a best of 3, I could see Endpoint being able to do something because they're at least close to the top 30. Galaxy Racer are like ranked 56th in the world or something along those lines. They are not a team that I would have considered top of tier 2. I know that you obviously disagree in that respect, but just, you know, it's been so long for this core. It's never worked out. It's been such a struggle for them to even get into an organization, let alone perform at a level where an organization are, you know, interested.
Yeah.
And to see them do that against MIBR, like, man, that was the most unexpected thing in the world.
You know, like, I agree with you in the point that they're certainly not a top team in Tier 1, in Tier 2, like 100%. There's no doubt about it. I certainly think they've got more potential and that they're a lot better than people think they are. But if you were to say the Galaxy Racer are a top team in Tier 2, you're completely wrong. They are certainly not. You know, that's your Forza, that's your K23s, you know, your Endpoint, maybe your Nemega and teams like that. You certainly do not throw a team like Galaxy Racer in the mix of those kind of names. So, look, for them, they've already got a massive positive. The fact that they looked really comfortable on that T side. Yeah, look, that second half did look a little bit rough. It certainly was not the best game in the world once they got onto that second half. But the fact of the matter is, they still got the result. And for Vertigo, I certainly didn't see it being a case that MIBR dropped that. So, look, going into Overpass, you can give some exceptions in the fact that MIBR haven't played this map in over 2 months. So, the fact that they're boot camping in Europe, you would expect that they are working on their map pool, Jay. But again, I don't know whether that is still enough to kind of turn the tide to at least take it to a third map.
Yeah, I mean, even then, again, remember that map 2 and 3 were going to be the challenges for MIBR, you know, with the fact that they haven't got many good wins in the pool on the likes of Vertigo, or sorry, of Overpass and Inferno, I should say. The fact that obviously they're good maps for the likes of the Galaxy Racer side. You're looking at a situation where it's like, you know, this is going to be such a tough affair. You know, they've got a lot of work to do, a lot of adjustment to make if they want to try and take this back here. So, you know, Overpass, if they manage to take it, fair play, but I'm not going to hold that as anything to MIBR's credit until they actually get the best of 3 under their belt. And even then, like, I think I'm going to change my prediction to 2-0 at this stage for Galaxy Racer. I know, obviously, you don't like changing your predictions. I know that you said 2-1 to Galaxy Racer, but you know, given the opportunity to officially change your prediction, would you be going that route?
Oh, absolutely, because I was thinking they lose Vertigo, they win Overpass, and they win Inferno. So the fact they've already won Vertigo, I'm going 2-0, because obviously I think they're going to win Overpass, and if it does go to Inferno, I still think they're going to win it. So, look, I think for MIBR, they really need to be showing up. I think that they need to kind of put behind them what happened in that first map and just mentally reset, because they really need to be able to show a strong performance. The fact that this is an elimination match, Jay, this isn't even the upper bracket best of 3.
The last place elimination match as well, so MIBR could be out in 13th, 16th, so let that be a statement of reality for them. You're seeing the stats comparison here between Dijon and KNG at the moment here, so I wanted to ask you real quick whether there was anything that you sort of like drew away from the performances of the individual players. I know that Dijon certainly is going to be a standout guy, and my vote for MVP pick of that last map. But what says you about the other players that were in the server today?
Yeah, look, I was actually really impressed. Again, you know, I spoke about confidence. I thought that individually they were fantastic. Like, RACER was hitting some nut shots. He was hitting some really crazy shots. Yeah, he wasn't the biggest performer in terms of the impactful kills, but he was finding a lot of man advantages. He was finding a lot of kills being pressured, especially on that CT side. I thought Tabs was incredibly heavy in terms of the firepower basis being their in-game leader. I certainly thought as if the Dijon and Plesson did a really good job of opening up bomb sides. Dijon in particular was a fantastic entry, finding a lot of multi-frags for that Galaxy Racer side. So for me, there weren't a lot of mistakes being made. Yeah, that second half, they did blow a really big lead. But when I look at that T side, when I look at what they put up to start the first half off, I really didn't see many mistakes from them. I saw a lot of aggression. I saw a lot of self-confidence and just the ability to just overwhelm MIBR.
Let's talk about win conditions for MIBR. Obviously, we're expecting Galaxy Racer to take this map and by extension this series, but MIBR are obviously such a big team and a squad you would hope and respect to you know, to take control of some sort of a presence here in this best of three. So you know, what do you think the win conditions for MIBR would be here in Overpass?
Look, I certainly think that they need to be making sure they get off to a good start. The one thing they really struggled with on both the best of one and the opening map of the series is they were sort of like on the back foot. They need to make sure they're putting the pressure on early. They're getting rounds up on the board. Get KNG and Fallen fired up with that AWP. They still found a fair bit of impact. And clutches. Clutches are the big thing, especially on Overpass. They need individuals to make massive individual plays and to win out those clutches, because we saw for Galaxy Racer, they won out a hell of a lot of clutches and some big plays on that Vertigo map.
Well, Vertigo, of course, was taken by the Galaxy Racer side, so all they have to do is win out Overpass. We're about to get into our map up here and into our knife round, Blake. So, time to remind you all the Multified Sports Gaming Malta, a home of gaming excellence. And, well, I mean, just talking about the future of MIR right here, you know, if they lose this best of three, like at this point, is it time to, you know, face the music and just hold our hands up and say, listen, this team is really starting to, you know, I mean, obviously, I know that a lot of people already are, but obviously from an analysis perspective, I'm kind of thinking about, you know, sustained sort of position here in the rankings and sustained position in Counter-Strike. But, you know, after this loss, is this finally going to be time to start admitting that something is wrong with this team?
Well, the thing you've got to think about, right now, obviously I don't know this for fact, but for MIBR boot camping in Europe, the fact that they're playing in these tier 2 events is a bit of self-confidence to say, right, let's just destroy these teams. Let's build up our confidence so then we can take on the likes of the best teams in the world. The fact that they're not doing that and they're actually having some very surprising losses is just really making this whole boot camp a bit of a waste of time, honestly. So, yeah, look, I think that they've got to take their losses lightly and they've got to be able to figure out what is wrong and what needs to be changed, because I tell you what, Jay, it would be a very, very disappointing day if MIBR went down to Pact in a best of one and 2-0 against Galaxy Racer.
Well, Galaxy Racer get the choice aside from winning the knife round, going to CT immediately here on their map pick of Overpass, expected and gained here by the Swedes. MIBR got a lot of work to be doing here, so much so that our partners at Lubet have absolutely no confidence in this side. If you do, then 6.48 is the money line, 1.08 for Galaxy Racer over on their victory, which is definitely the most likely thing at this stage. If you want to take advantage of those odds, and you can do so over at our partners at LootBet. Go underneath the Twitch channel to the banner, click the link, and go take advantage of 10 free CSGO spins to 100 euros bonus on your deposit. Pistol round for Relaxer, the defuse kit and smoke on for him. It's Taco and TRK with, or Fallen, I should say, with the utility set. Already, Fallen's going to go down to Freddy Frog. Wallbang kills coming through, I believe, through the connector area. No, outside and towards the monster push. Tabs gets a frag on third before being traded back by TRK, so 2 for 1, favor to the CT cap.
Information, that bomb being seen, they can try and quickly go up to the A bomb side, but for Galaxy Racer, they're being split at the moment. 2 players towards A, 2 over to B, and MIBR trying to sell a bit of a fake over to A, but making their way into this B bomb site. It all comes down to the rotations coming in. Freddy Frog, they haven't checked the angle, an easy kill to come through onto Taco, follows up again, and so does Dijon. That round was over incredibly quickly once they try to go into B.
Pace equals set. Pistol round for Galaxy Racer, and a confident one of that. The lockout on the B site here is all that you need. And yeah, what a start for GXR. M4's in for Masters out. 2 SMGs to Plesson and Freddy. Fallen and lead the charge here with the scout buy up on the 4-stop. MIBR got no bomb plant, so therefore there will be no major investment with rifles or SMGs.
MIBR looking to see if they can find a bit of a response. Very deep and passive on that B bomb site, actually, for Galaxy Racer, rather than trying to get aggressive around sort of the pillar, barrels, or even monster wall position. Realizing the fact that they probably assume that they're up against a force buy from the T's. Not a lot of information has come through. A single scout, upgraded Deagles up for the T side. Just looking to see if they can find some sort of opening pick. A boost coming up from Dejan to try and get a bit of more of a verticality angle over at B.
Smokes down. Spray through for Plessin. Gets KNG to start.
Oh!
Taco catches Dijon on the boost spot there. The Eagle does find something to return. 4-on-4 situation. The bomb plant can be secured here by MIBR.
So far, so good. Overwhelming the B bomb site first. Got an angle to try and deal with tabs, but the wide swing comes out from the M4, and now the man advantage is found back.
Scope in, continuing to look for frags here for RACER. Playing Overwatch, playing information game, sees two out of the pillar position, so I think he saw the third player also at the short angle. Taco gets another kill, Incendiary is going to continue to face forward and try drive them away from water. Nades continue coming in, all three players stacked up in the monster position, no one has presence on site just yet. They've got to get there right now. The kit's on RACER as well, so he's got to face forward into heaven. Blessing gets one frag, orchestrated the second, and the scout left to get driven away. He will keep the T's held in the bomb site, so all 10 players will go up. No TRK stays alive, actually. But either way, that's a return round for MIBR.
Big round. Very big round from MIBR. And what it comes off the basis of is that they're not peeking in the post plant. And they just try and fall back into that monster position, try and fall back as deep as they can, and wait for Galaxy Racer to start to overextend on the site. A force buy coming back from the opposition. Galaxy Racer now trying to see if they can get a force buy together.
The utility set, MIBR AK's in, the standard, spare no expense against Galaxy Racer. Deagles are in for this CT camp. They have got the control out towards the mid and into the underpass areas where Galaxy Racer are not looking to contest. Have pushed forward in short for the CT side, but not much else here.
Trying to work with a little bit of that angle opened up through the Condor. Dejan, oh, what a headshot's come through on a KNG. What a start from the CTs too.
Tight angle, perfect timing. Headshot perfect. He's even taking fights against Fur. Can't quite take them down though. They've done enough. Smokes up towards those doors areas, so that allows MIBR to gain the connector presence. But even so, the T side is still hyper passive here.
TRK has not been seeing anything aggressive from the CT side trying to get around that top con area, so they can bring the bomb up through A. MIBR, though, not a great amount of utility for them to work with. They've got two smokes to potentially try and cross out of the site itself. A Galaxy Racer very, very deep into the sites.
30 seconds to the hit. Deagle of Freddy jump facing, hoping for someone out here in the mid position. Continuing to see nothing though. 20 seconds, he's seen two now. Probably that bomb as well. Information gain got a hold of against him here. Taps continue to come forward for super close on the bomb site. Freddy got to get Taco first. Facer. Deagle's in. RACER goes down. Freddy makes his way in. Takes out both players. He's won the round here. They can't get to the bomb in time, can they? I think they might just be able to do so. Falling against two frags. And they do just hold it here. Plessin goes down, but that got way too close for MIBR.
Disappointing there for Galaxy Racer. That should have been a round conversion. The fact that Freddy Frog opens up 2 kills there around the default boxes, that really should have been some trade frags coming in very low on the time. They can't deny that bomb. Galaxy Racer, they'll be disappointed with that, certainly. MIBR, very surprised that they brought that back. Freddy Frog had such an answer, being the only player at the bomb site itself when the rotation started coming up.
And the force buy from GXR means that we want to be able to get the buy up here for round 4. Mac-10 of Taco back up here towards the cubby corner. Ready to receive. Got 3 players pushing in. Plenty of money to be gained. They overwhelm. They take that frag. Rotate back away for connector control. Fur can take 1 trade, but that's only 1 trade.
Good damage to start the round off from Galaxy Racer, whether it's a Mac-10 or not, keeping that economy as low as possible for the T side. MIBR just spread all over the map. KNG very aggressive up through sandbags. A boost outside of the bathroom. It's quite interesting there from Galaxy RACER. I'll have to wait and see if it works out.
Be ready for Foe in the mid control. In this corner play, he takes them both out, so no real chance to get a kill, even though they got particularly close. Actually, this P250 of Tabs, it's got to deal with Fallen first, but, you know, the kills on KNG and Furby relatively easy. Taking place against the Galil out, forced to reload, and that should end his life. And MIBR keep 4 in play to regain control of the economy state. 3-1 to the board. Galaxy RACER did take the pistol. They lost control of the back of that, though. Now the rifles come in to respond.
Off to a good start, MIBR. 3 rounds in a row now from them, and they can really start to put some pressure on if they can convert this next gun round. And you can even see for Relaxer, he's going to be on a scout rather than an AWP. The money's just not there for it yet. He'll get the other scoped weapon instead. Galaxy RACER, though, you get to really see a lot of aggression on their CT side. Relaxer looking for a bit of an opening pick out from the fountain position, even extending a little bit further. MIBR, though, it really seems like it's more about the con presence and short control coming out for the T's.
Oh, Taco. Close to getting the headshot on Plessin, but in the end, the FAMAS just takes damage from the HE. Not a lot of damage as well. M4 set here towards the bathroom's entrance. Freddy's going to make his way out to the bomb site itself and go passive for Galaxy RACER. And passive will be a pretty good idea here for this CT side.
Plessin just jump spotting again over at B sin if he can get any info. MIBR have been really passive on this T side so far. Seeing if they can bait out any rotations over to the A bomb side, but they're going to go back down through con over towards B, and it comes off the bases of Taco to open up, but no, it's actually Dijon that finds the opener.
Fallen there with the bomb on his back. Will Dijon reface? Will he be able to get the kill? 46 HP, so he doesn't fancy his chances. Flash in is allowing to peek forward and cross. Good stuff there from Galaxy RACER. Spotting that bomb as well. Taking a fight from Dijon, does lose out his life. But again, continuing to gain information for Tabs to walk off as smokes down, evades it anyway. Turns around the corner, Fudge jumps facing towards the edge of it, and Tabs wins out that fight. Does not catch Fallen though. Bombs on rotation back towards A. And Freddy Frog to the corner play. Hearing TRK is back. Turn with the footsteps heard. 4-on-2. KNG moving up. Going to check dumpster and check back. And Fallen has hasn't got any utility for this. The scout sees him cross. He fakes the bomb plant. Once Freddy comes in with that kill, that secures the round at this stage. Unless KNG gets all 3 kills in 5 seconds, he'll get Relaxer. He won't get Plessin though. And their Galaxy RACER side will be able to secure their rifle round a second to the CT board.
And I tell you what, that reposition from Freddy Frog means everything. If he would have stayed in that cubby corner, there could have been an opportunity that TRK finds an opening kill, just goes straight in for the bomb plant. The fact that he starts to reposition out from long, gets himself a really nice awkward angle to deal with. A Galaxy RACER, they can have a little bit of a think because MIBR have taken a bit of a tactical pause. A little bit early, Jay, to be calling a pause, but I suppose they realized the potential of trying to reset the economy on that CT side and get a buy for themselves, put the pressure back on. Because they brought a lot of rotations over to B. There was only a single player at that A bomb side of Freddy Frog. That was it.
I mean, given the fact that they are still within 1 of the Galaxy RACER side, and obviously Galaxy RACER being on the back foot at the moment, have to focus on actually getting the rounds on their board. And you mentioned, of course, the economy state, but as well as that, just getting the confidence for MIBR. They lost a lot in that last round. And their own economy is set to be reset here against Galaxy RACER if they do not win out this 6th round. So, a lot to think about, obviously, in that attack scenario. Now think about it. Going with the AKs, a Galil here for the likes of Fallen. SMG of Freddy Frog, ready to face from long. He's pushed up aggressive, but he does not overextend.
If he overextends, he's going to get taken down from KNG, no doubt about it. Unless the timing somehow works out awkwardly. But Freddy Frog realizes if he overextends, he's going to get punished. Now, KNG does have that bomb. And Galaxy RACER, look at the duel, though, coming out from Relaxer. He's so close to Fur.
Right in that corner. Flashbang allows the Relaxer to peek in, takes Fur down. Nice, simple frag. Sees the second man, does not continue to face up the SMG. Does start to overextend, and Fallen can catch him, but damage done to KNG is still going to force the issue of MIBR. 4-on-4, they're at a disadvantage. 2 players pushing up long now, expecting MIBR to go there. There is 1 player out, but for the most part, the bomb goes passive. They might rotate to B.
Fallen, swing coming out. I can't believe Relaxer wins out that fight. He gets 2 kills in the round now, and they've really got to bring the bomb over. But Kenji's been seen. They know where that bomb is.
Will it commit through mid? Will it go through bathrooms? Plessum ready in case. The Molotov forces him back, and now they make their way out. No one's actually defending the site itself. They push first so heavily towards long. Now TRK has him suppressed on an angle. Bomb plant from KNG. Down outside in front of the truck. Relaxer. Be part of this defensive, whether he likes it or not. Still passive in bathrooms, expecting MIBR to peek up towards him, and he'd be correct to assume that because now they're starting to do so. How does the other side of the equation play things out, though? 2 players coming in from Dumpster, flashbang over. Plessing going to be allowed to peek in against Taco. They turn away from Relaxer, gets that kill on low HP. KNG turns on Plessing, and Tabs in the backline can get his kill. Relaxer with 3 frags in this round. AK's recovered for the CT cap. And this will be 3-all to the board.
A big round coming out from Relaxer, and that's reset the money line from MIBR, even with getting a bomb plant. What we see there from Galaxy RACER is just perfect timing. The fact that the rotators up from B are able to pull distractions away to allow Dijon to make his way out from sort of the bathrooms position. 3-3. This should be Galaxy RACER being able to take control and take the lead, Jay. And what I'm thinking about the most is that it's the T side I've always remembered from Galaxy RACER being the strongest. So the fact that if they can put up a strong performance on CT, it's going to get even worse going into that second half, because that's where they come into their own.
Deagle fire, takes face in. Freddy takes him down. Blessing. They're grassing forward of his own, right? They aren't going to see the man popping out. He takes out Fallen, hearing those footsteps. Easy frag. AWP does not quite catch the Deagle next up here. KNG is going to get heard, trying to find Relaxer somehow. But it's all just damage. No kills for MIBR here.
Now, Relaxer's got to be careful that he doesn't sort of give up his life, considering the economy line's really low in terms of reserve for the CTs. They can't afford for that AWP to go down. And Plesson's already found his third, or I should say second kill of the round. And KNG and Taco are trying to make their way into B, but there's still 3 players here on the CT side.
Eagle facing in. KNG with that kill. Okay, that's a way in for MIBR. There's still a 4-on-2. Taco going to get dealt with. And that basically leaves KNG out of the round. Relaxer will take him down. Galaxy RACER will take a lead above MIBR. There should be enough money for a force back here from the T side. But now they've lost their lead.
And Hellcase.com, talking about leads, you can get the leads in terms of your skins outside of all your friend group. You can, you know, show off your fantastic knives and your fantastic M4 skins. Malta V and Malta V15, a couple of codes for you guys to use at home. Open up some pretty sick cases that, you know, they go all different ranges. You know, you got your low costing ones, your high costing ones. And, well, that molly didn't quite land towards T-Con, which allows MIBR, at least, Jay, to get some fast control out towards Playground.
High costing incendiary just goes to waste there for the CT side.
Ooh, yeah.
See, I found that segue. AK is taking damage on KNG and Fallen. No damage done to Galaxy RACER despite the missed utility. Taco making a lot of noise out here towards the B side, drawing their attention towards Monster as the long face comes through. Completely undefended by Galaxy RACER here. I think Relax is going to start realizing this, though. The AWP gets caught in the back. No, he turns away at the wrong moment, and KNG buys a line into the A side. Further towards mid, also survives his encounter with Freddy Frog, and from here, GXR have to save their weapons.
Yeah, look, that's disappointing. They didn't have eyes out towards long, and it was just a simple walk from MIBR. Now, what made that round a little bit more difficult is that they were so silent about it, Jay. There wasn't any utility or any footsteps heard. For Galaxy RACER, they established a really aggressive crossfire in bathrooms that no one had any eyes whatsoever up towards the long position itself. They are doing damage to the T side, keeping it at least low as possible. But for MIBR, that was just a massive hole in the defense that they exploited.
Yeah, Galaxy RACER was so heavy committing towards the mid control, but they were so far back that they still could have been exploited by the long presence. And again, MIBR just walked straight into the site. The rebuy from Galaxy RACER should come through with the 4 rounds going on their board. They should be able to afford have enough savings in the accounts to afford some more rifles. AK is, of course, safe for 3 individuals, so that's definitely going to help them out here. AWP on Relaxer. Oh, is he going to go for the wall bang? Oh, so close. I feel like everyone times that shot a little bit too early, you know?
It just comes off the basis of just a little bit of luck, isn't it? You know, the spawns of the T-side players. But the wallbang doesn't quite connect. The spam's coming through from both sides. Blessing in the end is going to be able to win out onto Fur. A great advantage being found from the CT side, and a great recovery, at least to start the round off in comparison to their last.
That's the way you want to go about this. Tab's going to get a second kill on Taco. Out towards the Malta position, he goes down. KNG will peek out a connector into the short area, but as MIBR lose 2 players, it is so passive. Flash in to 2 rifles make their way out towards the monster control. Dijon does get caught off by KNG, not expecting that player to be there, but it's still got monster and T-side presence. Fallen slow finishing, and Relaxer almost landed the collateral. Fallen gets away lucky on that one. 15 points of health, though. He was so close.
Yeah, look, that's unbelievable. He even tags up Fallen. And Freddy Frog out towards the bathroom position. Now his back is turned to the AWP at Fallen. Oh, timing's perfect. Bombs get dropped. KNG can't do anything. Save onto this AK, bring it into the next round. That's pretty much his only choice now, Jay.
Yeah, 20 seconds to get back to long, get the bomb, and try and get it planted on the site. I mean, that's his most ideal scenario of extending the timer. Or you can try and get 3 kills and then win the round, but even that's going to be less likely. So, 5th to the Galaxy RACER board. Lead taken back by the CT side. Once again, the money is not there for MIBR. I don't think they can justify a buy around this AK. I say that, and still they're going to start dropping weapons, so maybe there might be something here left here for them.
Oh, you've got to think there's no way they force. Maybe just some P250s. You can hear the burst of the Glocks. My favourite sound in the game, of course. Wow, they are forcing. Oh, I don't know about this one, Jay. They do have an AK to work with from KNG, but I think in the long term, I think this is a big mistake to work for MIBR. This is going to really hurt them if they lose this sort of force buy.
Smoke down, flash over into the mid control. MIBR is going to try and play out towards this position, but they do not opt to push forward into that mid position. Instead, it's out towards the B site defaults, where the flashbangs will try to keep him suppressed. Hudson looking for another wallbang kill, but nothing will show his face. He does get info on that jump shot, though.
And there's still 3 players at B. They're even going to rotate that AWP in from Relaxer to have 4 players stacked into this B bomb site. And it comes off the effect. Oh, look, it comes through. Fur finds one, but they don't know about Dijon.
Flashbang is going to get checked, though. Fur turns the AK for a 2-for-1. KNG makes it 3. And, well, there is a player that responded towards jungle. Tabs returns on 1 player. Nice nade on towards the AK player. Will do some damage, but no more frags to return. Smoke out will try siphon KNG off from his backup. Contact from Freddy. I think he may have seen his man. Tab slowly faces forward, takes that fight, looks for TRK left in the back line. The Tech 9 taking those fights, but can't land his shots, and Fallen left alone. Deagle against 2. There are kits in play, especially for Freddy Frog, but no further smokes. They got to put the incendiary down towards that short presence. That's exactly what they'll do. Someone's got to get on the bomb right now, sticking it. Face from Freddy, takes that fight on! Gets 2 kills! Burns to the molly anyway, but wins the round for MIBR!
What? I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. Just as he goes down 2, that was such a play coming out from Fallen. And Galaxy RACER, I don't believe it. I can't believe they lose that. That's just insane. What do you even say about that?
Well, at least MIBR are contesting in this half. Which is on their T side as well, which is where they did as great a job over on Vertigo. So seeing them manage this. This is a big, big opportunity, of course, for the Brazilian side. Again, they need to win this map. Galaxy Racer's best map in the pool. The fact that they're keeping this evens at 5-5 and winning rounds like that especially, that's a big, big morale booster for them.
Yeah, it really is. That was just such an insane couple of kills coming out from Fallen. And, well, look, the force play actually works out quite nicely. This is probably going to be them back in control, back in the lead at least. Galaxy Racer don't have a lot to work with going into round 11. It's a few upgraded pistols here and there.
One pistol falls to the hands of Fur. Tabs taking contact, dropping as the second man. P250 close, doing damage, no kill to TRK. And yes, full eco for Galaxy Racer, looking towards their rifle buy in the next one. It does mean that MIBR are going to regain the lead here. GXR conceding quite the amount now back over to this T-side camp. But again, it's all to try and respond with the M4s.
MIBR really need to put a big focus, Jay, on clawing as many rounds as possible on this T side. And Dejan's given away his position, picks up a deagle, but they know exactly where he is. First now going to come out from Con. A 6th round up for the MIBR side. I feel as if for Galaxy Racer, if they can get to 6 or 7 rounds on CT, they'll be quite satisfied going into that second half. Whereas for MIBR, they'll be looking at 9 or 10 rounds. That will be their goal.
Well, double orb setup comes in from Plesson and Relaxer. SMG for Dijon, from our side for Tabs, M4 for Freddy Frog. Not the best device compared to MIBR, but it is still an investment with big, big weapons out to play with. Again, Orpin, Relaxer, and Plesson. Seeing quite a bit of the double AWPs over from the last map, so we'll see whether they can put them onto a decent amount of control here for the Galaxy Racer side.
I got one of the AWPs actually boosted up to look into the shore control. Now, Fur, if he opens up Condor, could be a great opportunity to take that AWP down. Relaxer sitting in the flames is going to take a bit of damage trying to look for a shot, and he wants to overextend, Jay. He might try and get aggressive around this.
TRK Galil in, facing in, sees Freddy, takes him down, spray back. Oh, he continues to hold on to KNG as Fallen falls to the AWP. The bomb's being dropped, a 5-on-2. And one crossfire combined with one awkward spray shuts the round down from MIBR.
Oh, Freddy Frog was so low, Jay, and that is just such a crossfire from the brothers. Relaxer and Freddy Frog do so much work. The bombs drop. Fur needs to bring something. Now, Taco's been able to open up B, so maybe he can backstab from heaven. But, like, how does this work with how much time is left low?
Oh, Tabs does fall to Fur, so there's something else being gained back. One player has pushed up towards the B site, so if this bomb gets picked up and rotated through connector, Dijon's going to be in with a nice $600 kill. The SMG is ready for this. Squeak door opens. Flash will come through. Blind off the man. He's still blind space for it. Fur can't get the kill. Dijon comes up good. Drops that bomb again. CT's on. Rotate. Flash has come over. Dijon does get dealt with. And Taka recovers that bomb, but no time left of the clock. They've done enough. Galaxy Racer 6-all against MIBR. Still contest coming in from the Brazilians, but the Swedes are still holding their lead.
And that was a really good shout. Flashing out the short player of Dijon. If Dijon went down, then there was certainly a chance of being able to convert that 2-on-2, but it looked very awkward there from MIBR, and it started off with that crossfire being set. The AWP and the M4 of Freddy Frog doing so much work in bathrooms. And we're tied up once again. This time it's 6-6. And MIBR, I feel like they've used like 2 or 3 tactical pauses already in this map.
Yeah, it must have been like at least 2 at the very least. 3, I think, is actually the actual number. I mean, I haven't got the log in front of me, so I can't confirm it. Either way, it's a lot being used by MIBR to hold stance here in this T side. And here's a little tidbit for you, Dweg. Galaxy Racer's favourite half in this map is actually T side.
Yeah,
so the fact that MIBR are unable to win on this half, or if they can't win on this half, then there's going to be serious trouble ahead going into the second. Double orb staying in play. MIBR quick default set up here, but No contact established, no kills coming in as of yet.
Oh, big nade. Fallen and KNG taking so much damage. Follow-up spam tries to come through. They can't quite connect. Pleasant may have seen that player jumping over to the left side of Monster, and that's why he's repositioning. But KNG is trying to get a flashbang out from his teammate, and the boost is going to come through up towards the bomb site itself. Oh, they made
the
noise.
Footstep. The AWP's not checking it though. They saw the info. Pleasant and Dijon. Neither player will adjust, but the spray from KNG is all sorts of whack. Could not get the frag. It should have been an easy headshot with a bit of patience. Instead, he's down to 19 HP. Flashes go over. The AWP's watching the angle. Tabs has got a counter boost in, and Pleasant catches the big man. So frag found, Fallen spotted. No info gain on Tabs. 5 on 3, making it 2 as he spams through the wall and leaves it to 2 on the T side.
Oh, and even Dijon's starting to get aggressive out through Monster. The FAMAS isn't going to be able to win out to Taco, but the AWP swings in, and maybe a bit of over-aggression that isn't necessary. MIBR is starting to bring this back. What a shot coming out from Freddy Frog with the AWP. And now this is certainly done. 1 on 3 from Taco. He's got the bomb on at least.
Did lose 2 players though, and one of which was the AWP, with the economy being where it is for the CT side. Galaxy Racer again going to succumb to the same issues they had over on Vertigo. Over-aggression, overextension, overconfidence, if you will. And Taco, no confidence to win out that fight. 1 HP for Tabs, 3 kills to his name. The double ops do get saved alongside an AK. And the money here for MIBR is either going to be save or force buy back, because round 15 is up next.
That's a big one. Galaxy Racer really starting to put the hurt on now. These last few rounds at the turn of the half can mean so much going forward. Like you said, Jay, you know, statistically, it's the T side where they win out the most, and that's what I remember from these guys, like way back, even towards the back end of last year, was their T side on Overpass. MIBR, not a lot of upgrades going into round 14, so you could expect maybe a kill, 2 at most, but that should be it.
P250 Deagles in. Taco opening frag is going to get found again. These pistols are going to do as much as they can here for MIBR. Fast players coming in. P250s will not be able to face any more CT players. KNG has grabbed the AWP of Relaxer that dropped early on. Nade's going to try and return back. Incendiary's coming through. AWP ready. Catching Tabs for the second kill. All right, now we've got an opportunity. Pleasant can't quite land a trade frag. And it's a 5 on 3 situation gained by MIBR. Galaxy Racer have lost control of this 14th round.
Furt is going to get swung upon, but this is looking very good for MIBR. They've got the AWP, and the AWP keeps firing. 2 kills now up for KNG, and it's down to Pleasant and Dijon to clutch out a 2 on 4 now, Jay.
MIBR doing this only with pistols as well. Finding so much with so little. AWP face saw the man back over the long, realizing that's probably the AWP there of KNG. And calling in Dijon's backup. They're going to gamble stack the A site. A correct call as Pleasant gets Taco, especially. That will confirm it. But a wraparound rotation coming in from Fallen. If he secures the B site, the ball makes its way up there. I mean, the bomb's still out towards position, so the smoke out. Yeah, it seems like it might just be a fake from Fallen.
Are they going to rotate, though? Oh, Pleasant's going to rotate. They think it's BJ, but no, it's going to be an A play. Oh, he stays around, though.
Ready for contact. If he takes that TRK, that's round over. That's round over. KNG can't get to the bomb. 5-7, close. Fallen's going to try and make his way up. If they get kills after time, that would be disastrous. But fortunately, Fallen gets the AWP to drop. Grabs the double AWP setup for MIBR in the next round. But those 2 individuals need those rifles because they've got no money to work with.
That's big. I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed that he didn't over-rotate there, because it looked like he was going to, and there must have been some call, whether it was him himself or the IGL of Tab saying, no, it may be a fake, go back, dropping that bomb, and Dijon at B, all he needs to do is just stay there, just needs to stay alive. MIBR, they got way too much on an eco round like that. Galaxy Racer, they can be pleased that they closed it out, but disappointed it came that close.
Heavy investment, of course, coming in from both sides for the last round of the half. 2 SMGs in for Pleasant and RACER. Look at the boost up for Pleston especially. Seeing first, spraying through, taking him down. That's a big kill to find. M4 will burst out, try to provide support. AK looking on towards Toxic, does not see the man out there. Looking like it might be a fast play in towards the B side. Flashes over, Taco's not going to take an aggressive base though. Look how far RACER's pushed up. Fallen will catch him though, and that'll be something going back to MIBR. It doesn't last long though. They gain the bomb control.
I'm not sure what Fallen's thinking there. He thinks that he can take another duel, dropping that bomb, and now it's pretty much just underhands on the CT side. KNG's going to find a response, but not that secondary kill. Great trading coming out from the Swedes.
The 3-on-2 scenario. Taco's going to take one down to the site, get the site control, but they have to get the bomb here away from Freddy Frog. Plesson would do well to rotate and join his teammate because Freddy's all alone to hold the entire round in the palm of his hand. If they force his hand, they force the issue, he could be in trouble. Especially considering that the most likely place they're going to hit the B site is going to be, or the most likely site they're going to hit is going to be B. Plesson could shut down the players as they make their way out. Taco opening the doors, taking face. 17 seconds. Takes contact, M4 spray through, back turn, TRK takes the fight, but 10 seconds, Plesson's just got to get away alive, AK's going to hunt him down, he won't get to the site in time, there's no plant, there's no chance, Galaxy Racer hold 9 to close out the CT side.
That's really smart. They realized straight away, okay, we've taken Jules, there's no time, just escape, just get out of there, there's no way he can bring that bomb over to B, and you saw exactly what TRK tried to do. 9-6 half up for Galaxy Racer. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic for the Swedes. Because going into that second half, Jay, it's the T side. And to get an advantage on their weaker half, there's so many advantages now going forward.
Again, to compare stats for you all at home, 53% of rounds won on the CT side for Galaxy Racer. 62% of T-side rounds won for Galaxy Racer. And you can see the odds are going to reflect that fact because they are the favourites from our partners at LootBet. MIBR have a tough task ahead of them here. Utility for Tabs and Freddy, utility for Fallen to return, no kit for the CTs, and look at how fast this is. Smoke straight in, flashes go over, Dijon leads the entries. Fallen held to the back line, tapping up desperately. USP from Taco, joined by a second man also in short. Look at how far they extend. KNG up on the backhand, gets out 1 kill and for 2. Tabs turned around by KNG. Taco does get overwhelmed, but the T's have lost control of this one. Dijon trying to follow back there, finds himself overall kills, but KNG comes up with an ace and saves the round for MIBR.
KNG, what do you say about that? He's the man. He is the absolute man of the minute. That is fantastic. He gets an ace in the pistol round, backstabbing out through Monster. And that was the only position that Galaxy Racer just... Why would you even check that? Why would you even check a backstab that's coming that quickly? Wow, what a round to come out from MIBR. What a round to come out from KNG. And now Galaxy Racer are forcing a hero AK.
It was a big round to win, considering that Galaxy Racer were going fast in.
Yeah.
They evaded the position that the T's were going to take, did not take contact until they had the advantage, swung in from the back line, took out the back line. And KNG coming up with all 5 kills in that round. What a round from him. MIBR. SMG's out, as you mentioned, Hero AK Complexity going to take a chance against Fall and see his man. Unable to take him down early. P250 falls back.
It does give the information up, though, for the MIBR camp that they are up against a force buy for Galaxy Racer, even without a bomb plan. But it really comes down to this AK. Plesson's got to be the man to find the most amount of impact. They're going to try and sandwich in the Bathrooms player of Fur to find the opening pick.
Catching him looking the wrong way. That's a start. SMG picked up for him. As Plesson looks on, sees that player jumping behind the A boxes. Waiting for teammates to rotate the position here and join him. 3 standing on the A site defense. The AK of Plesson, the SMG of Tabs to do some damage. KNG flashed into the mid control. Plesson's ready for him. Takes that spray, takes that kill. 2-man advantage for Galaxy Racer. The flashbangs come through, the smokes go down. TRK going to start setting up the backstab, but it's all down to Fallen and Taco here on site. M4 close range going to get dealt with by Plesson. RACER comes up on Fallen. And this force buy of Galaxy Racer made them do the trick.
Oh my goodness, no one goes down. Those jewels were insane. Blink and you miss it. Galaxy Racer. Wow. They sandwich Infer to start it off. We see the AK taking down KNG, and from there, wide swings out to the site itself. That was unbelievable. Those kills came in so quickly, and that's now reset the money line for the CT, so now they have to force.
Not too dissimilar to the way things went down the pistols of the last map, and of course the first pistol round of the last half. Look at Dijon. Look at how much he wants to aggress. Only got an SMG in this one. And Flash is facing CZ close. He's ready for contact here. They're not going to check it. He'll go down. Taco doubled up upon. And that's easy control here for Galaxy Racer.
And they can slow it right down here, Jay. They've got a 5-on-3. Wait for the over-aggression to come out from the CT side. Look at how far Fur's trying to get out from long. Trying to see if he could take a duel onto Relaxer. Gamble Stack might come in to that B bomb site, at least try and rotate as many players as possible. KNG to try and defend from heaven. Galaxy Racer, there is still so much utility for them. They've got so many options. They've taken connector control. They've got a player out towards playground. 3 players set up at B. They can fake B, go up to con to A. Their opportunities is limitless.
Flashing for Plessing, going to make his way towards the site. Fallen. Pistol set and ready with damage to be done. Dijon's going to take that first face here. Plessing just behind him to try to back him up. Face forward, does get the frag back, and 2 found with his pistol. AK turned around to Tabs, suppressing the bomb planter. He's all alone here as well. Fallen's going to face forward, but he counter-rotates back. Going to join his teammates who are making their way up mid. The fact that Fallen got all that impact, though, that's a big thing for MIBR.
Tell you what, time's going to be incredibly low, Jay. I'm not sure if Galaxy Racer thought about this. Relaxer's going to be able to try and cut them off from connector, but that bomb's got to get to the side quickly.
Fur couldn't get Tabs down, or CT player close. Are they going to make it in time? They've got to. Yeah, they're just going to have enough time. Good God, Tabs, that was too close. And Fallen is left alone. 4 points of health. Did wonderfully there on the B side defense, but everybody else from here on out is going to be a bit too much for him to handle.
Yeah, that's a bit of heartburn right there. My goodness. That was so down to the wire. But they make the round work, and Fallen did so much work. He got a couple of pistol kills, picked up that AK, and Tabs realizes, yeah, hang on a minute, I've got no support. If I go down at Monster, that bomb is just dropped. I'm just going to rotate out. I need Relaxer to try and help me out. He swings out on connector when I think it was Fur trying to make his way up through Con. 11 on the board for the Swedes. 5 rounds away from 2-0ing MIBR to put them out into last place. And there's no way for another force. This has to be a very harsh eco off the saved in AK.
Yeah, they've got to focus on the next few rounds. Because this next round is just not going to be theirs. Got to look for the third stage loss bonus. Then go off the back of that because... I mean, KNG's still going to force up a little bit. $700 on him. He's going to have some awkward buy-ins for the next round. Everybody else, fortunately, has gone full eco, so not too many worries here. So the AK goes downstairs. Freddy Frog is ready to face contact against him. Galaxy Racer making their way out towards the long control here.
And just see if they can get this AK fired up. Freddy Frog to trade out with 1. They know exactly where that AK is. A stack up towards a B bomb site. They can just run out from long. And that's what MIBR did in that one round, Jay, where they just ran long and was just not seen at all. They can just have a completely clear A bomb site.
KNG will try rotate back, but he has left it a little bit too late. Face up, spray through. AK goes down. And a 4-on-3 scenario here. Fallen will try grab the big rifle, but it gets dropped just as quickly by Relaxer, so... 2 standing, MIBR. The best thing here is to get Fur in to grab that AK and run for it, or just go towards connector and find the one that was dropped there. I believe Freddy had an AK, otherwise... No, actually, TRK picked up his weapon because he had an SMG, because otherwise they wouldn't have had the MP9 in play. Fur gets 1 exit, TRK all that remains. Trying to get an exit kill of his own right, but Pleasant ends up with 3 kills, 12 to the board of Galaxy Racer. MIBR up for a buy, a hard buy, but a buy nonetheless.
And who takes the AWP? Is it Fallen or KNG? Because I'll tell you what, KNG's had a standout performance in this second map. He's really been putting up big numbers. 19 kills from him, tied with Pleasant on the server. And it looks like Fallen wants to take that big green gun. MIBR, I mean, even the buy going into round 20, it's not fantastic. You've got no kits, an MP9 up for KNG, lack of utility, a FAMAS even for Taco. Early nades out toward the B bomb site to at least try and sell a fake on a quick BXE. So much utility comes out from Galaxy Racer to B.
Lasher's going to keep the CTs blind. But Galaxy Racer are going to face in physically to the mid control. They've got Fallen with the AWP. Face from Pleasant takes that contact. Fallen still watching this position. Oh, he flicks and lands the collateral. That's a big shot to land. That might turn the tide of round 20 for MIBR.
Oh, that's massive. That's absolutely huge coming out from Fallen. What an opening. The only defenders of that A bomb site, they had all rotated a B. And a 6-shot lines them up 2 kills. Galaxy Racer need to try and find a response back. And Tabs is trying to work on this edge of the smoke, but so is Fur.
It looks like Fur as he takes his man down. 2 standing for Galaxy Racer. Fallen's looking for his triple. Pleasant shuts him down. Fur trades it. KNG's got Relaxer as well. And MIBR will find a response to Galaxy Racer, but it was all down to 1 bullet that turned around their favor.
Oh, this shot coming out from Fallen. Oh, disgusting! Disgusting! Wow. I want to see more than that. I want to see just every round stuff like that, Jay. That's what I want to see.
So disgusting, makes me want to spit. AWP out for Relaxer and Fallen. If anyone gets that reference, they hit me up on Twitter. Nades up, Dijon, 64 HP. Fur and KNG backed up towards the graffiti area, hoping for T-side contact. Taco and TRK. Pushing very aggressive. Look at Pleasant, he's ready for this. He is ready for them to face. They could line up. No up collateral. Get damage to the front man. Gets the back line down though.
I tell you what, they can be happy with that. They know that they did a lot of damage onto Taco, so that's going to weaken up the B defensive. MIBR realized the fact, okay, we've tried something aggressive. It didn't really work out in our favor. Now we've probably got to go back to playing something passive. Galaxy Racer really starting to slow it down on this T side. And it's a very different style of play. You know, when we saw them on Vertigo, it was very fast. It was very rushy on that T side, where on Overpass, it's a lot slower, a lot more methodical. Now they're grouped up at the B bomb side, but there's still 3 players here on the CT side.
Flash over Fur, caught by it, seeing the Molotov come through. Dijon reads his position, gets that tap towards him. Relaxer gets KNG from toxic area. 3 on 2, and Taco is so low.
Oh!
Freddy's got an easy frag. Got the headshot and everything. And Fallen's left to save. And well, MIBR may have got a fantastic round of that last one, but it's responded to just as confidently by Galaxy Racer.
Wow, that duel from Freddy Frog was ridiculous. Just an instant wide swing. Wow, some of those kills are insane. The fact that they're even reading the position on that boost position. Quick trades coming out of B. And MIBR starting to crumble now. In finding response rounds in a row, Jay, we've seen them find a couple on this CT side, but both of them have been singular in nature.
And MIBR's economy is going to suffer for it. Or Fallen may be the only rifle they have to work with right here. You can see that shot one more time. Same orb that stays into this round as well here for MIBR. Needs to get some impact. He's boosted up towards the short control. When does he peek and look for info? When do they jump face? When do they look on for these players? Nades on their position though. That's not a good start from the CT side.
No, it certainly isn't. A lot of damage being done. Even the spam coming through, getting closer and closer to Fallen. And you've got to think, especially with him with the AWP, he's got to be the one trying to stay alive for as long as possible in a round like this. Short molly to come out from Pleasant. That's going to maybe try and push the CTs further forward.
Despite their damage, Fallen still wants to put something on the board with these rifles. Sees Edifer, catches Freddy. AK dropped Relaxer, probably hearing him run away. That's a rifle gain, then a wrap around towards the long position that should get him out to safety.
How is the response to come through? And Taco with the Deagle trying to deal up the duel against Dejan. The only player out towards this B bomb site, seeing if he could pull out any rotations. And I tell you what, Jay, the A players are starting to move down to B.
Today thrown by Dijon, trying to draw their attention away. Pleasant catches KNG. That's a big frag to find. Dijon catches one more outside of the doors. So TRK will grab that orb, try and work with it here. Sees his man and flicks towards the head. That's a good kill to return it even. Now they're going to get the AK right here for Tabs. Finds that frag on third. Taco trades it. A-Day close range here for Pleasant. Secures that bomb plant. So TRK is all that remains. Out towards mid. I don't know if they heard him. I don't know if they know about him. He's got a kit, no Kevlar, one flashbang utility. Relaxer and Pleasant set up passive to the site.
TRK looking for a way back in. He does have a kit, but Jay, holding onto this AWP, it feels very valuable to bring into the next round, and he's going to opt to go for the save because of it. Realizing that they can go double AWPs if they want to onto Fallen and KNG, but Galaxy Racer are going to go up to 14-8. It is getting desperate times now for MIBR. They've got to find a response in this second half.
They've continued to do damage to Galaxy Racer, taking 3 players out, so it's not out of the realm of possibility for a reset here for MIBR, but they've got to come up with a round for it. We've got the double AWP set up for Fallen and KNG. I believe the second AWP at Galaxy Racer was swapped towards an AK. So Relaxer, frag on KNG, opening things up straight in against the first AWP of the CT camp. Nade stacks again towards this boost position. Taco's going to evade the damage this time. Only one early kill for Galaxy Racer.
But it's important. It's very important. It's the big man of KNG. Fallen does find a response to at least be able to trade it back into a 4-on-4. That's a good response being found for the Brazilians. But the AWP is recovered, and someone else is going to pick it up. It's going to be Pleasant. I tell you what, we've seen a lot of gamble stacks over towards this B bomb site, and it could still work out for MIBR if they keep the 3 players here.
Look at TRK. He's going to regress. Timings, everything. Freddy's got his crosshair locked to the head, does not see them until now. It's too late though. Blessing can find the trade with the AWP. Tabs still watching. For anyone that wants to boost up and try and take advantage of their exploited position, 3-on-3. Aggression towards the mid, control for Fur will get info out. But they kind of knew that B-site was going to be the play anyway. Bomb gets grabbed by Pleasant next. Rotated back into the site hit here for the T side.
Trying to go in for the standard BXE. Molotov coming out to the barrels position. They need to try and deal with Taco, force him out into the open, and at least deal with the AWP of Fallen being very back towards the right side of Graffiti. Taco can try and swing up and deny this bomb from going down, but Dejan's going to be here to try and defend. Taco's going to go out, and that's the man advantage being found. Fallen looking for a response with the AWP, but the trade comes out, and it's all down to Fur.
What a clutch for him if he can make it happen, but it's just not going to happen. Tabs takes the 2K. And Galaxy Racer are on map and match point against MIBR to 2-0 them out of Malta Vibes in last place. Oh, what a horrible day it would be for this squad.
It has been a year since the core of this team have been able to take down in a best-of-3 a top 20 team on HLTV. That was heroic back in ECS Week 1 a year ago, Jay. A year since we've seen a victory like this from Galaxy Racer, and they could do it in this round here.
Spray through Freddy, taking contact. Not getting a kill, getting damaged, but Fur takes similar amounts on the SMG of MIBR. Their buyback is so harsh. They'll put the scout on Fur as well. KNG tries to find something here on the B site. Contact Taco. There's MP9 ready outside the monster push. Incendiary's down, ready from ramp. Dijon and Pleasant gonna face around this corner. Taco already sees the shadows. Could take several, but no. Pleasant and Dijon find TRK and Taco. 5 on 3. The Orbit KNG can respond towards one frag. Needs a second. The bomb plant will be received. He does not go for the wall bang. He does see him in the end and trade us back to 3 on 3. Chance available for MIBR the retake. Furhawk towards the upper position though as Fallen goes down. And now it's only the scouts, only the orb, only thing left in a 1 on 3. He gets the kill on Tabs. And for an ace again, his second ace in this map for KNG. He does not see Pleasant, so he does not get it. 16-8, Galaxy RACER.